everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ask Melon. And today we'll be discussing why it is important as a business owner to have a strong personal brand and how it can help your business get more clients, connect to your audience better, and build that authority you want for your business so you'll have better credibility. Why is it important for a business owner, maybe like you who's watching this video right now, to have a strong personal brand? So maybe you're like me before, you don't want to show up a lot on videos and photos, and you just your brand to make a name for itself. But sometimes it's important for you to have a good personal brand to show up more because it will help you connect better. Your customers will know you more, and if they see that there's a human touch behind brand or a service. When you have a strong personal brand, you humanize the part of your business and they see that there's a human person behind the business. That's why a lot of businesses, they like to show behind the scenes, who's the business owner. They like to tell the founder's story. Having a good personal brand builds credibility. So when they see you being an expert in your field or in your industry, they know that they can trust your brand, they can trust your business, and they know that this is coming from someone who's an expert in the field. So today we'll be discussing a step-by-step guide on how you can revamp your personal brand visuals. It's important for you to tell a good personal brand story, so then you can build that credibility, you can build that image, that story that you want to tell your audience. So what is this first step for you to do this? So the first step is to audit your current visual story. Do a brand audit and assess the vision. So first, you should define your personal brand values. This actually being represented by your company values. My personal values is that we try to adapt here at the Melon Studio. I like authenticity, being yourself, being real, and of course being professional. My vision is for the Melon Studio to be your best friend, to be your go-to person, your go-to guide when it comes to visual storytelling. That means photography and videos. We want to be the expert in visual content creation, but we are not churning content ourselves. So that's why I said we should be out there, we should be showing that we're the experts when it comes to photos and video storytelling. So that's why we decided this year, as the owner of the company, I should be more out there, I should be showing up more, and I should having a good personal brand image. Also, a good way for you to start is for you to list down what you're not willing to do, what you are not. So of course, make a list of what you are, what are your core values, what your vision is, and then make a list of what you're not. So I will not dance on TikTok. So I will also not do funny stuff or ridiculous stuff or out of this world. Like I will not go do bungee jumping, and it's something that is out of the box, but not that out of the box. The second step is for you to draft a strategy. So what is your content plan strategy? Where do you want to show up? Do you want to show up in social media? Having a good strategy will also help you decide what content you should produce. Do you also want to have more of educational content? If you want to be seen as an expert on your field, do you want to be teaching? So I have my own personal YouTube vlog that I discuss entrepreneurship. I discuss our journey to reach our revenue goal. If you want to see my personal vlog videos, you can click the link down below. So you want a mix of everything. You want to show that you're professional, then you also want to show the personal touch behind the scenes of what's happening in the office, your personal life. But of course, like me, maybe I don't want to show a lot of my personal life, but I do like to show that we are an authority when it comes to video storytelling, when it comes to content creation. The third step is for you to plan your content and the pre-production phase. So that means now choosing the professional photographers and videographers that will shoot your professional content. Because this is a personal brand storytelling, make sure everything looks professional. Although I say there should be a mix of raw and pro, like professional content and raw content, because raw content shows the raw stories, what's happening behind the scenes, your personal life. But it's important for you to have professionally shot photos and videos, especially if you want to be featured on magazines, if you want your photos to be featured in articles, and if you want your videos to be featured in other people's vlogs, you want to have that professional touch so people will also perceive you as professional. In the pre-production phase, you then plan like what shots you like, what props you will need, what outfits, and the location. So then, of course, you want to plan it all in one day, plan all your outfits, plan the props that you will need in one day, and then book the photographer and cinematographer and discuss with them the story and your vision so you are aligned in what you want to happen. So on the day of the shoot, so make sure that you communicate very well to your photographer what is your vision. Even your clients, what they normally have for us, they have a shot list of what they want to show on the photos and the videos. One of our recent projects is with the Elegance Advisor, Taylor Baudry. She is the founder of the Elegance Advisor and Mindstage International, and she is amazing when it comes to soft skill training, personal development. And so we did plan a shoot for her that will be like half of the year's content. So we did photography and video for her reels. They have a shot list. They brought a lot of outfits, props, and they made sure that these are the shots that we need. We discussed the shots that she needs, like shots on a desk, shots like in a wardrobe setting, shots where she's changing outfits. So it's important for you to make the shot list of what you want. So you have already crafted the strategy, you know what stories you want to tell. Let's say if you're a copywriter and you want to show that you're a professional copywriter, then you want photos of you in a laptop, on a desk, sitting. Maybe you want having a cup of coffee because you want to show that you're a chilled and relaxed copywriter. And it depends also if you want to show that you're in a coffee shop. We had a photo shoot with Munira. She's a travel counselor. She advises on travel. So when we did the photo shoot with her, the props that she brought, she had the luggage, she had a map and passports. So we had all these props with her, and then we did the photo shoot with her with that story. So make sure that you have that vision in mind, the story, and then of course your storyboard. And make sure on the pre-production day, you have all the props ready. And then of course your shot list. So then when you ask your photographer and videographer, when you sit with them for the editing, you already have the shot list that you want and the shot list that you will need. Everything will be ready for posting. Maybe you also want to have text on top of your reels, or you want your photos designed in a way that it's like a poster. So make sure you also have the colors that you want. This is the font that I need for all my graphics or all my reels, and this is the colors that I want incorporated. Then make sure it's all aligned with your vision. And if you have a copywriter who will be preparing your script or your captions, when you decide to post them, make sure they're aligned to your personal brand tone, to your core values, and to the image that you want to portray. Now that everything is ready for posting and you have a library of photos and videos that you have changed outfits so it doesn't look like it has been shot in one day, it tells your story and there's consistency in the look and feel of your photos and videos. The important part now is being consistent, showing up on social media. So when you show up on social media consistently, people then expect you to show up. Let's say if you post every day at this certain time, then they know that they should expect a content from you at this time. So this is something that I still need improvement on because I just post whenever I can. I try to be consistent by posting daily. We have a posting scheduler, but we use that for our clients. For my personal brand, I do it organically. I still do it myself, but they said this is what we perceive of you, and this is what I think I should be perceived of. I want to be someone's best friend. When someone wants advice on content creation, when someone wants advice on photography and videos and what they should do for their marketing strategy and personal brand strategy, we can help craft those visuals for them. So now you're posting and now you're being consistent on social media, but that doesn't stop there. So it's very important for you to engage. That's very important. Engagement and communication. Building a community is very important for you to craft a really good personal brand. It's not just a personal brand visual, it's an experience. So when people connect with you, so make sure you reply to the comments, make sure to interact, and not just show up just posting. Make sure you build connections, make sure you reach out as well to your audience, and maybe reach out to people who have similar interests and grow that audience and grow that community, because that's part of your personal brand. Who you associate with is your community, is the people that reflects your brand values and your core values as a person as well. The next step is measure and adapt. So of course, when you're posting, engaging, you did all this planning and you did all this scheduling and stuff, it's now time for you to see what works and what doesn't work. I also like to see what content resonates well with the audience. So don't look at the impressions, but look at the engagement percent. That means how many people have reacted. This post will do well if, let's say, you had 20 reactions, but there's 2,000 people who've seen your post. So that is 1% engagement rate. So that means don't look at how many likes. Just say, oh, this post had a lot of likes, but because a lot of people have seen it. But then again, you try to measure what resonates well with your audience. Maybe there's posts that had fewer reactions, but a lot of people commented on it. That's how you should measure the content and how effective it is. If you feel that post has represented you well, try reposting it and do some A/B testing as well between your posts. Lastly, don't be afraid to experiment. So there's not like a fixed formula when it comes to personal brand. You can still evolve and grow. This is what my agency told me. This is what I should only communicate. But of course, don't switch instantly or within 3 days or within 1 week. Make sure that first you have communicated a consistent personal brand image consistently first before you evolve and change, because it's important for you to see that and experiment on that, and then don't be afraid to like evolve and experiment, try new angles and try another story. But of course, don't deviate from your core values. This is your first step. Once you identify who you are, what you want to communicate, and what message you want to tell or what story you want to tell your audience, make sure you stick to that. You can experiment and adapt to the different reactions that you get, or maybe the different story. Maybe this time you want to tell a different, more serious story. Maybe, for example, it can be a younger version of someone, and then you can tell more vibrant stories, and then you evolve them to grow to a more mature person who has a more mature personal brand story. Don't overthink. Feel that a lot of people is overthinking their personal brand communication, their story, their narratives. What happens is when they overthink, they get stuck and do not show up. And they do not produce the content because they say, oh, I'm not sure what I want to show. Oh, I'm scared. What if I get negative reviews and negative feedback? It's important for you to make sure that as long as you stay true to your narrative, that's what is important. So sometimes you not nail down the visuals that you really want, but showing up and being there and communicating that core value, that message, that story that you want to tell, that is what is important. So I hope this video has helped you, and I look forward to seeing your personal brand photos and videos. And again, if you need help, we're here to be your storyteller when it comes to photos and videos. And if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button below and do subscribe. And I'll see you at the next video.